Hey guys, welcome to another hangout at 24-Hour Marketing Mastermind. Today we've got a really good hangout today, and I hope you got your notes and everything else so you can take notes and really follow what's going to be said today, because we've got a special guest on who's going to be sharing some information and some of the success he's had. But I really just I wanted to also say, for those of you who are watching this for the first time, just to give you a bit of advice on what to do. If you're starting out with the iPaaS system uh, and you don't know what to do and you're kind of lost, my advice to you would be, first of all, is to go through everything on the iPaaS to back office. Make sure you understand everything. Go through the whole thing. It might take you several hours to go through, but you need to understand how the whole thing works and make sure you've got everything set up. And then once you've got that set up, then you can start with the training, which is really, really good. And we know the system works. We know we need three things to make a system work properly, and that is that you need to have the right mindset, you need to have the right method, and you need to have the right mentor. And the great thing about the system is it has all three of those things when you get inside the system and actually start using it. So that's what I can tell you to do if you're starting out for the first time. And I wanted to share something with you guys. And I don't know if you notice, I'm wearing my cricket cap, and I'm wearing my my jersey. South African cricket team is playing, and I'm proudly supporting them. But I want to share something with you that may be of interest to you. Okay, I have a reputation amongst my friends, and that is that I'm not the biggest fan of cricket or rugby or virtually any sport besides boxing. I really do enjoy boxing. But my whole life, I really haven't paid any attention to cricket. It's been one of those things that I have not even in the slightest expressed any interest in the subject. Just to illustrate how oblivious I am to the sport, I can remember a long time ago sitting down with my friend. We were having a couple of drinks, and we were sitting underneath a TV that was on top of us, and we weren't even aware of this. And we were just talking about some sort of thing that we were trying to do, make some money, start a business. It was years ago. And I do remember looking to the left and seeing that there was this just huge group of people looking at us. And they weren't looking at us, they were looking above us because of the TV, and the TV was showing cricket. And I looked at this and I thought, what are they looking at? And I looked up and I said, oh, it's the cricket. Anyway, as I was saying, and I would just carry on with the conversation, and that's how oblivious I was to the sport. But as you can see, I'm wearing a cap, I'm wearing my jersey. If you don't see it properly, it's over here, South Africa. And we're doing quite well. In fact, we're playing this morning, and actually, I'm actually quite interested in the sport now, and I want to show you how that happened. So I have, for the longest of time, I love studying human behavior and how people work and interact with people. And for the longest of times, I have been trying to work out how I could actually be interested in a subject that I really wasn't interested in. And my best friend actually is a cricket fanatic. He's an absolute nut about the sport. And he has been trying for about 8 years now to try and get me to watch cricket. And I think about a month ago, I said to myself, I've really got to try and do this. So what I did is about a week and a half ago, or 2 weeks, I sat down with him and watched a cricket match from beginning to end. And I was asking him questions, and I watched the match. And I kind of enjoyed it. It was quite surprising to me, watching the whole game. And I was still asking questions. And just a few days ago, I went to the mall, and I was at the mall, and I walked past the Sportsman warehouse where you buy all of these sports clothes, and I was looking inside, and I saw the cricket jersey and the cap and whatever, and I decided to buy one. Now, just so you know, it's quite expensive to buy a jersey. That costs like $55. which is about 600 Rand in my country, which is quite expensive. It's really expensive. But I went and bought this jersey, and it's done a few things for me. It's actually kind of made me commit to the sport a bit more because of the investment I took in the jersey, and that's actually given me a little bit of motivation and kind of piqued my interest. And because now I've invested stuff in the sport and I'm actually watching it now, I feel more patriotic about the game. And I just wanted to illustrate this point to you that if you're going to be in any sort of, whether you're in a business, whatever you're doing in some sort of function, when you're going to a barbecue, as you guys call it in America, or as we call a braai, you know, if you want to go there and you want to be part of the whole experience, you want to contribute, you want to bring some meat, some drinks, to be part of the community. And even if you're not that much into it, the very act of doing it will kind of get you into it. And so I really just want to encourage you guys that if you want to become more invested and more interested and be more aware of what's going around you, I would advise that you go ahead and you spend time investing in the business, looking at it, investing in stuff that you need to do, because ultimately what's going to grow your business is you investing your time and effort and money into a business. Okay, that is how you grow businesses. Now, I'm not talking about spending absolute millions on the business. I'm talking about putting in some money into it and perhaps putting money back into the business when you start making money. All right, because the more you do that, the more you are going to be committed to that particular business. All right, so I hope that does make sense for you. And you know, I mean, I was just because the business is so amazing and it's just phenomenal that when I was at the mall the other day and I was looking around and I was just looking at everybody, I just thought to myself, what a unique business I'm in. Everywhere in the mall there are signs saying, get your degree, get your diploma so you can become better at your job, get a high-paying job. And I just thought to myself, that is so backward, you know. You spend all this money to get a degree and, you know, become more qualified in a field where you're going to be spending 9 hours of that day in that job from Monday to Friday, sometimes Saturday, even Sunday, getting this all this money, spending so much of that time away from your family and away from your friends. And the great thing about this business is that it affords you the opportunity to spend more time with your loved ones. And that's a great thing about this business. I mean, the other day I decided I was going to go up to Maritzburg, which is quite a distance away from here, and I just went for the day, and that was great. You know, I could do it because I didn't have any commitments to an actual boss. There's no boss looming over my head. I'm my own boss. I am committed to what I do, and you know, I mean, also the other thing I want to mention about what happened to me, because I've had a rough day. I found out today that my channel was taken down, one of my channels, which had a lot of my training videos on. And that's okay, it's going to happen. You know, you can't expect to grow if you don't have any bumps along the way, bumps and bruises that you're going to experience. That's perfectly fine. I'm still getting leads, I'm still working on my business, and now I'm actually entering the phase of using the blogging system in the Empower Network, and man, it is amazing. All right, that 21-day blogging challenge, it really is great because I'm actually getting leads now from the blogging platform, and only because I'm following the training that's set up in the Pro and Silver. It's absolutely brilliant, and I'm really starting to see a difference in that. Okay, so that is what I want to share with you. Okay, this business is amazing. It does work. We have a whole group of people in our small little group on the Facebook Mastermind group, where a lot of people are actually producing results. And today I wanted to bring on a very good friend of mine. His name is Jake Jervis. Jake is amazing. All right, this guy started out with the iPass system not too long ago, and he has just exploded. All right, this guy has done amazing work. Now, the great thing about Jake, all right, is that he's an honest guy. He's actually known as the Honest Brit Marketer. And Jake, if there's one thing about Jake, if he says something, he's going to do it. And this guy follows through with everything he does. And when he started, and the unique thing about Jake is that he's got a family to support. He's got 3 kids, a wife, and he works a full-time job. So he only does this part-time. So if you guys are wondering, gee, Dave, you've got all this time to work in your business, I want you guys to look at Jake and just understand that here's a guy who works a full-time job. He puts in a couple of hours of work in his business, and he's just getting absolutely amazing results. And I think he actually did better with the IronPath system, better than I did when I first started. And Jake his team is growing, his team is getting results, his team is starting to take action. And what I wanted to do now is just introduce you to him. I want to ask him a couple of questions. And Jake, if you're there, if you could just unmute yourself.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Put your camera. I can. Just
Cool.
Put your camera. Okay, great. Jake, a lot of people on here are probably people with full-time jobs, and they have families, and they're wondering if they have the sort of time to put into this job. What I'd like you to do is to address that, but first of all, please introduce yourself. Tell everybody where you come from, your background, and how you've actually managed to go from working in a job that from 9 to 5, and they're getting on an online business where you're actually starting to get into the position where you can eventually leave that full-time job. Please, just tell us the story, man.
Yeah, okay. Well, welcome, guys. Obviously, thanks for the introduction, Dave. First of all, I just want to say thanks for having me on the webinar, and yeah, basically, guys, like he says, I'm known as the Honest Brit Marketer, okay. I work full-time, literally between sort of 6 and 8 hours a day, okay, as a landscape gardener. I've got a wife, I've got 3 young children, okay, to provide for. And basically, why did I get into looking at internet marketing and things like that? The reason why I did it was because, I left school early, I just about graduated, okay, and I was working the 9 to 5 grind, and I still am, okay, but just getting to the point of, coming in, doing the same thing over and over again, getting told what to do all the time, okay, and I don't think it's in my blood, guys, to be fair. I've always been sort of a bit of an entrepreneur and things like that, because even like at 10 years old, I'd sit outside my house, I'd gather all my stuff up that I could sell, okay, to try and make some money and things like that. So I think it's just in my blood, guys. But like I said, anybody can do this, absolutely anybody, all right? Because I can tell you why. Because I knew absolutely nothing about internet marketing, about capture pages, about absolutely anything, all right? And over time, you get to learn all these things. And basically, guys, I mean, the thing about it, me saying that I've got to provide for my kids, I sort of got into, like I said, about the 9 to 5 grind. And the thing with me was, okay, I mean, yes, I could have gone and got a degree and a diploma or whatever, and then probably got a high-ticket job or something like that. But to get that diploma, to get that degree, whatever you want to call it, it costs absolutely thousands in England. Okay, I'm literally about an hour away from London. Okay, so it's a very expensive place to live. And yeah, like I say, if I wanted to get a degree, if I wanted to start producing, a high income to provide for my family, then yeah, it's going to cost me. I'm going to get into debt and things like that. So yeah, I mean, basically, Dave, that's probably about it for my story. I mean, yeah, I just, like I say, I got into it basically just to provide for my family. And the problem being is 2 or 3 years ago, when I first started getting into it, I actually did start wasting money. Okay, and my wife, honestly, she was going absolutely crazy at me, because I was literally just listening to sort of glossy sales videos, the ones with the fast cars in, the nice houses, the luxury houses and things like that, and they were saying, click 2 buttons, you're going to be a millionaire within 2 weeks, which, obviously in my circumstances, I'm thinking, cha-ching, yeah, let's do it. And you never hear anything from them. Okay, so yeah, I mean, yeah, like I say, that was a bit of a like aha moment, a bit of a turning point for me of just basically, you know, get rid of this. Okay, I need to find an honest, legitimate business that's, you know, that I can start providing for my family. Okay, which I've now found. Okay, and all I've done, guys, let's just put it straight. All I've done, okay, is put what I've practiced into performing, basically. Okay, so all the training we provide, things like that, I've literally done it step by step. Okay, I've wrote notes down. I've wrote the notes down, what I'm going to do, okay, and let's literally put it into action. So, like I say, 8 hours a day, I come home, we feed the kids, we put them to bed, okay, we do the homework, things like that, and then once they're in bed, you know, then what I will do, guys, is literally I'll say, look, I'm just going to spend a couple of hours on the computer, okay, and I'll spend a couple of hours, all right, and I'm still producing results, because in those couple of hours, guys, what you need to do, if you're going to do this part-time, you need to do what I call is sort of IPAs, okay, income producing activities. There's no point of you going on the computer for a couple of hours and scrolling down Facebook and, you know, doing a bit of this and a bit of that. Guys, if you've only got 2 hours, make those 2 hours accessible, okay? Literally go on there, okay? If you're going to do, I don't know, 4 videos, get 4 videos done. Okay, it's as simple as that, and that's all I've done. I've literally concentrated in those 2 hours, because I don't want to be spending any more time than what I have to, because I'd rather spend it with my wife, with my children, you know, and things like that. I want to see my kids grow up. So like I said, I'm doing this, guys, just to sort of help provide them, you know, and eventually we'll get to a better sort of living of life. So yeah, I mean, basically, it doesn't, going back, I mean, it's like it doesn't matter whether you're a beginner, you're an intermediate marketer, or you're an advanced marketer, okay? iPass 2, no matter what stage you are at in your personal development, or even if you've already got a business and you're looking at iPass 2, iPass 2 has started to change my life, okay? You know, I've got that little bit of extra money now to say, come on, kids, let's go out for the day, or something like that, you know, which is absolutely fantastic, which I've never had before, okay, never. All right, okay, I'd found my way around internet marketing, things like that. I sort of got to know a few things, so I'd probably say coming into iPass 2, I was a bit of more of a intermediate marketer, something like that, okay. I'm definitely not an advanced marketer. All right, I'm not that good, but you know, I did know what to talk about at the right times and things like that, especially in YouTube video. I mean, YouTube videos, guys, has been a #1 key to my success so far in my first 30 days. I mean, going sort of back to the introduction, I sat down with my wife and I said, look, you know, I've got a 5-month-old baby, okay. Before that, I sort of did it for a couple of months, and, you know, I saw a little bit of, you know, results, but it was nothing sort of major. Anyway, we had the baby 5 months ago, okay, and literally, and I remember I was going through Facebook, okay, and Dave just kept posting results every single day with iPass 2, and it just kept putting a little smile on my face, and I thought, well done, Dave, well done, Dave. You know, every day, and I thought, I'm going to have to get into this iPass 2. I'm going to have to get into this iPass 2, definitely. So what I did, you know, now the baby's grown up, well, I won't say grown up, but 5 months, you know, gets a little bit easier, you know, and I literally sat down with my wife and I said, look at Dave's results, you know, all free traffic, all simple training, but effective results, okay, that's all he's doing, and he's just put it into practice. And I said, Leanne's my wife's name, and I said, look, Leanne, I'm going to have to do this, you know, this is one thing I do want to do in my life, okay, I want to be an internet marketer. All right, so we've got to start somewhere, she said, and this is down to the fact of 2 or 3 years ago, like I said, I was wasting a lot of money in scammy, crappy products, guys, to be fair, you know, push button systems, automated systems, you know, and you know what I mean. So basically, yeah, I sat down with her, I said, look, this is what we've got to do, okay. She said to me, all right, she basically gave me a bit of an ultimatum, all right. She literally said, right, okay, I'm going to give you 60 days okay, with this iPass 2 system and see what you do with it. All right. And when my wife says, you've got 60 days, guys, look, you've got 60 days. All right. So, yeah, literally, I'm about 32 days into it, I think, just about. And I've managed to build up a residual income of about $400. I mean, results aren't typical. Don't, you know, I mean, these results, should I say, has come from hard work and effort, okay? I mean, there's no point of getting into the system if you're not going to do any work. Like I said, I've concentrated on what I call is IPAs, okay? So if you want to jot that down, make sure you jot that down. Income producing activities, okay? IPAs are very important in your business, because if you are doing it part-time and you want to sit down, don't scroll through Facebook. Set out what you're going to do, guys. You know, and what I've done, I've set my 60-day game plan. Okay, I'm sticking to my 60-day game plan day by day. Okay, I'm doing my 2 hours a day, and I'm seeing results. All right, and it's from simple and effective training. It's as simple as that, guys, which we give you. You know, which is the beauty about iPass, the iPass system as well. You know, they give you training in there. Me and Dave give you training, and all your other sponsors will give you training. You know, within our Facebook group. You know, if you get stuck with something, there's always somebody there to help you, which is great. You know, so yeah, I mean, I'm in the 60-day. I'm sort of halfway through my 60-day game plan, or should I say, my ultimatum from my wife. Okay. So yeah, I'm into that. I've already set, after I finish this, I've already set myself another 90-day game plan, okay? But I mean, I do want to say something very important, guys. I mean, thinking about getting into iPass, or if you're already in iPass, let me tell you something, okay? And I had the worst feeling. I remember actually driving to work, okay, on this day, right? I was in the iPass system, okay, started producing a few results. And I remember the day Dave said, look, Jake, you're doing all right with this. You definitely need to go pro. And I thought, yeah, as you do. You know, if I say to you right now, you go to pro, okay. You know, I it just wavered over my head a little bit, and I did think about it. And then the next day passed, okay, and I woke up, I opened my inbox, and I realized, guys, that somebody underneath me had gone to pro level, okay? And I drove to work that day literally just with a gutting feeling, you know, and it was a real gutting feeling. So what you need to do, guys, is all I did is you know, and that night when I come back from work, I reinvested into the business. Okay, I went pro within, I think Dave will tell you, within about 24 hours of that person underneath me going up, I went pro, because I realized to myself, I don't want that feeling ever again. Okay, so what I'm trying to say to you guys is, if you're gonna get in, you need to position yourself where it's going to be suitable for you. You know, I don't want you to have that feeling that I had, because that is a horrible feeling. Honestly, that you've just missed out on, say, $125 residual income. You know, okay, it's not a lot to some people, but to me, that's a hell of a lot of money. Okay, and I've just missed out on that. So, like I say, within 24 hours, I come back. I said, look, I'm going pro. Okay, and I went pro. You know, it's simple as that. So, yeah, I mean, like I say, what you need to learn as well, guys. I mean, the biggest part of it. I mean, since I've been pro, okay. It's got basically daily audios, and like I say, I go to work every day, and I'll have my headphones in. I'll be listening to audios, okay? And these audios, guys, are here to sort of help your self-development, things like that, help your mindset, because mindset is a massive key. I mean, I have changed within these 30 days, and even my wife will tell you, I have changed as a person, you know. I've even not even anything relating to internet marketing. It has sort of changed my mind, you know. I'm not sort of I mean, it's changed my mind. It's changed my mindset to think about things differently, think about things positively. And I was always negative, You know, if my car broke down or something like that, I'd be like, oh, for God's sake, it's always me, it's always me, it's always happening to me, things like that. And the last 30 days, to be fair, guys, I've just totally changed it around. If it's broke down or something, I haven't broke down, touch wood, but something else happened the other day, and I was just, instead of getting down on yourself and depressed and things like that, it was more to the point of, okay, how are we going to fix this problem? And it would never have been like that. So I literally changed my mindset to start thinking in positive ways, which you can simply apply that to your business. All right. But like I said, yeah, I mean, the audios in there, guys, are just absolutely amazing. They will blow your mind away, and the amount you can apply into your business through just literally listening to a six-figure earner or something like that, and they're telling you their golden nuggets. All right. I mean, I want to tell you straight up right now, like I say, I'm the honest brick marketer. I lay my cards down on the table and tell you, okay, I'm nothing special, guys. All right, it's as simple as that. I'm nothing special. I remember watching webinars and hangouts, and watching these people that are doing quite well and thinking they must be doing something different. They're definitely not doing this or what my mentor's telling me to do. They're not doing that. They're doing something different. And look, guys, I'm not. Literally, I'm sticking to the training, the simple and effective training that we give you in iPass, sticking to the iPass training, okay, and I'm producing results. It's as simple as that, all right? Like I said, I'm nothing special. Anybody can do it, a beginner, an intermediate, an advanced marketer, and that is the beauty about it, all right? It's basically, like I say, a business in a box. I don't even like the saying. And saying about I don't even like the saying, okay? Most of my commissions and things like that actually come in when I sleep, okay? And this is another saying I just don't like. I make money while I sleep. How's that? I don't like the saying, but I'll say it because it's true. Okay, so yeah, I mean, basically, guys, that is probably just about me all over. If you're gonna do it, take action. That's all you need to do, guys. I mean, the big thing is, guys, as well. I mean, you've got to have a why. Okay, no matter what you're gonna do in your life or in your business or anything like that, you've got to have a why. Okay, and like I say, I go to work every day, and for some reason, in this last 30 days, my why has gone from that to that to that, and every day I come home from work, my why is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. If you have a why in your business, why do you want to succeed in your business? Okay, everybody's got a dream, all right? I don't care. I even asked my wife, okay, I said, what's your dream? And she says, oh, I ain't got one. Of course you got a dream, man. Everybody's got a dream. Well, we could do with a little bit bigger house, and yeah, maybe this, maybe that. Well, you've got a dream then. Okay, do not let anybody take that dream away from you, guys, because that's your dream. Okay, and you just need something to get you there. Okay, and somebody to help you get there. All right, and that's what we're here for. It's as simple as that. So I mean, you've got to have a why. Okay, and trust me, guys, that why. I mean, you might have lost your job. Okay, you might have. Or you're getting laid off your job, or you just want some extra income like me. Okay, that is that why. Okay, I see my why every single day. My wife, my 3 kids, and then I go to work. So my why is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger every single day. Okay, so that's why. As long as you put the simple and effective training into your business that we give you, okay, you will succeed, guys. It's as simple as that. All right. How's that, Dave?
No, that's fine. Yeah, man, Jake, I just wanted to ask you, because you shared this with me about a week ago about that audio you listened to of that guy that went to an asylum or something. I wonder if you could share that with.
Oh yeah,
that would be awesome.
Yeah, no, that was funny, guys. Right, I went out. What I do for a living, basically, I'm a garden landscaper. So I go out on lawns and everything like that. Okay. So anyway, I had my headphones on. I went to work one day, okay, listening to this audio, getting really into this audio. I was walking across this really nice lawn, you know, walking across this, and I was literally getting into the audio. The audio was about literally like believing in yourself, you know. I can't remember his name. Paul Gardner, that was his name. Okay, and literally because he believed in himself so much, okay, and because he had a dream that nobody else could visualize, okay, you're going to get hecklers, you're going to get things like that, okay, and he was getting heckled, he was getting made fun out of and things like this, okay, and basically because he joined a certain system, okay, I think it was actually Empire Network or something like that, okay, they actually put him in a nut house. So, you know, they literally put him in a nut house, and I was like, really, really? And I looked across to my wife, you know, I thought, would you do that to me? You know. So, but no. So anyway, his family put him in this nut house. He still believed he was going to be an internet marketer. You know, that was his dream. Okay, and he didn't let anyone take that dream away from him. But basically, he met a guy in there, you know, a very well-spoken guy, very positive guy in there. And the best bit about it, you know, he told him, this guy was telling Paul Gardner, he said, look, don't be afraid of your dream. Don't let anyone take your dream away from you, because that is your dream, okay? If you want to do something, you will do something. No matter how hard you work, you will do it, okay? So basically, he come out a few weeks later, he come out the nut house, and basically his family was getting a congregation, you know, having a family gathering, and saying, oh, welcome home, Paul, you know, I see you've, you know, I can get you a job tomorrow, you know, we've got a few jobs for you lined up, you know, a proper job now. And he literally stood there in front of the whole of his family, okay, he stripped off naked, okay, and he screamed at the top of his voice, I am going to be an internet marketer, I am going to make it. Okay, and I was literally, like I said, I was walking across this lawn listening to this audio, and I was laughing my head off, okay, because, I mean, the customer, the lawn that I went to, must have been thinking, he needs to go in the nut house, he does, looking at me, you know, but that audio literally just put it in sort of, well, I mean, yeah, it just sort of showed me how, you know, realistic this is, you know, and now he's a 5-figure earner, you know, a couple of months down the line after coming out of the nut house, he's a 5-figure earner because he had that dream. Even his family put him in the nut house, he still come out with that dream, okay, and he succeeded, you know. So this is what sort of audios you get in there, you know. You will have audios in there that make you laugh, but there's a lot of relevant material in there, guys. I mean, yeah, okay, that audio made me laugh, but it was very relevant to the business because it's telling you about his dream. Okay, why is he succeeding? Okay, because they had him on the audio because he is succeeding. So they had him on there because he followed his dream. But he just related with that story, which obviously was a really funny story, you know. I'll still be laughing about that 10 years from now, I can tell you now, okay. So, but yeah, no, that's what you get sort of in the pro package, you know. Mindset, it's definitely a big mindset shift that you need to do, guys, to start definitely upping your business, you know. I remember shooting the video about that day that I was saying that I come home, that I missed the commission because it passed through me and things like that. I remember shooting the video, literally, I took action today, you know, and that'll be on my YouTube channel. So, I mean, that'll have my date on it when I did take that action. So in maybe 6 months, I can look back and think to myself, that was the actual day that I took action. You know, I took action there, and every time I will take action, I mean, big steps like this, investing in my business, I'm going to shoot a video because it's going to be dated down, you know. He took action then, he took action then, and then carrying on from that, guys. It's as simple as that. So, I mean, basically, you just got to be a product of the product, guys. It's as simple as that. All right, that's the way I sort of look at it now, definitely.
You know, I had a couple of weeks ago, I was in a position where I mean, because now I'm earning quite a substantial amount, and the money's coming in, and suddenly for a moment you get a little bit sidetracked and you think, man, I'm getting all this money. What can I do with it? And I'm going to spend it on this and spend it on that. And I was planning on doing something really, outrageous. And just as I do every day when I listen to an audio or I do some training, I was reminded of the fact that I've got to concentrate on my why, like you said. So what I did is I made a decision to not actually do that and to reward myself in a smaller way, and then to go ahead and reinvest. And that's why I'm actually taking the money that I'm earning from the business and I'm going to be investing in the 15K or the Team Builders product, because that's the big, that is the, I mean, for me it's the most, I want that product so badly because it's the how-to product on how to market, covers absolutely everything. But you know, the whole idea of listening to an audio gets you in the right mindset. It gets you in that state of saying, I need to work on my business every day. And you know what? For the first few years of working your business, you are going to go through that grind, just like anything in life. I always say to everybody in my team that nothing in this life worth having comes easy. All right. And you have to remember that, all right? If it were easy, everybody would do it. You don't need to worry about, the market being saturated or anything like that, because the truth is that 99% of people do fail. And the reason they fail is because they do not have the right mindset. And we have had so many people who have taken action in the Empower system because they listen to the audios and because they take the actual steps. They will be unique to everybody else, and that's why we have so much success inside of the iPower system, because of those audios that you listen to every day. And so, I mean, I remember I was doing a webinar, and some of you guys might remember this. I was halfway through it, and Ryan says, "Hey, Dave, you just passed up I think at that time it was like a $500 commission," and I was like, "Are you serious?" Right in the middle of the webinar, and I just, oh man, it was the worst sinking feeling in the world, not having that. But now, as a result of me, upgrading, I now am making those commissions and more because I've taken action and implemented the training. Jake, I wanted to ask you one other thing, if you don't mind. You said that you were implementing a 90-day plan. Could you talk a bit more about that?
Well, I'm still in my 60-day plan at the minute, and basically, like I said, I'm doing those 2 hours a day. Well, let me talk about the 60-day plan first, and then I'll move on to. I've already set my 90-day game plan, so we'll move on to that. So I'm still, like I say, I've still got about 28 days, something like that. Still in my 60-day game plan. So basically, what am I doing? I'm researching products, okay, like we show you how to do in the training. I'm doing YouTube videos, okay. I'm sharing those YouTube videos so people get to see those, product reviews and things like that. And it's as simple as that. I'm literally, like I say, I'm concentrating on those IPAs, and then that's it. In those set 2 hours, that, all right, I might go a little bit over one night, I might be a little bit under one night. It doesn't have to be set to those perfect 2 hours. But I mean, as long as, I mean, I've already had people come into the business, say, yes, Jake, yes, Jake, yes, Jake, I'm going to take action, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, okay. And 2 weeks down the line, they haven't done one YouTube video, they haven't posted it on Facebook, they haven't, they haven't done anything, So you've got to be taking action. All I'm doing is taking action every single day, okay. That's as simple as that. My 90-day game plan, I mean, if I've already decided my 90-day game plan is set for me to make enough money to reinvest so I can go gold, silver, sorry. So that I've already set my 90-day game plan, so I'll be able to go silver. So I've already set that I'll be reinvesting back into my business, so because I'm going to make bigger commissions. I don't want that sinking, gutted feeling ever again. I really don't. But because I've set myself targets, okay, of my 90-day game plan, I'm going to be blogging every single day, okay? I'm going to be making a YouTube video every day. I'm going to be sharing it wherever it could be shared, okay? But still, I'm only doing it for those 2 hours. So those 2 hours are literally solid work. That's the only way I'm doing it, okay? I'm not on Facebook all day, every day, and things like that. I'm literally setting my 2 hours, getting my work done, getting it busted out. I'm literally just taking action. It's as simple as that. But like I said, I've already set my 90-day game plan. If you guys are watching this and you're thinking about, oh, I'm still not quite sure, you need to commit, guys. You need to literally, like I said, set yourself. I like to set 90-day challenges for everything, but my wife gave me a 60-day challenge, all right, which I've already beat that in 30 days, okay, so which is fantastic. I'm over the moon. She's over the moon, which is even better. All right, so so yeah, you need to set yourself a target, guys. Maybe not money-wise. You don't have to set yourself a money-wise target, because you might surprise yourself then. I mean, it's always good to set what you want to earn eventually, okay? But I mean, what I did is, because I've got quite a good paying job, okay, in the UK anyway. So I mean, it's going to take me a while to get to the stage where I'm going to be able to quit work, but that will be in my target, definitely, okay? And I'm not bothered whenever I hit it. I want to hit it as quick as possible, because remember, my why's getting bigger every single day. But what we sort of need is, you need to set either 60-day, 90-day, and however you want to work at that, that's up to you. But as long as you're taking action every single day, you will see results. I mean, I'm not going to guarantee you're going to see results, but you will see results. And you'll go through tough periods of, you might do 30 days worth of videos, a video a day. You'll do 30 videos, and you come back to me and say, Jake, I ain't even made a sale. I don't care. Carry on doing that. Trust me, carry on doing it. You will see it, and as soon as that sale comes in, it will be the best feeling in the world. To be fair, you probably get one before 30 days, but like I say, I'm not here to guarantee anything like that, because each people's different, I can't say you're going to get this and you're going to get that, because like I say, results aren't typical. Each person is different, okay? But as long as you're taking action, guys, you set yourself either a 60 or 90-day game plan, and you've got to stick to it. Some days I'll come home from work, a really long day at work, hard lifting, things like that, and I sit in front of my computer and I go, whew, geez, do I really want to do this tonight? Yes, I do want to do this, because of my why and my dream, okay? It's not leaving my head. Why, okay, and dream. It's as simple as that, guys, and that will be enough in itself to motivate you.
I have been on, sometimes, I'll be chatting to Jake, and I will be in that position where I just say to myself, I need to take a break, I need to give it a rest. And when I hear results of what other people are going through and what they are doing, it does motivate you, it does get you in the right state of mind. And being in the right state of mind is so important. I heard this, I think it's actually on the video that we had before this one, that little motivational video. But heaven forbid you were in some sort of coma, right, Jake? And you were in this coma for a couple of years, and you woke up, and then somebody said to you, and you had no memory of anything, and somebody said to you that you were a military man. Don't you think that your state, the way that you thought, that you would carry yourself differently, that
Yes.
you would be a lot more confident? You would suddenly have these visions of you leading troops, and if I told you were a commander in the forces and you were a person of great importance, it has an effect on you, and that is exactly what these audios do, is they get you in the right state of mind, because it is so easy. I don't know if you remember if you were on camps when you were smaller, going on a camp, and you would go on the camp for the whole weekend, go home, and you were on this high where you enjoyed it so much, and suddenly you just want to be part of the group and everything. But a couple of days go by, and then you just sink lower and lower, because it's just that when you're in the moment, everything is great, but the moment you walk away, that's when tough times happen. And that's why it's always good to have that audio on your phone. It's always good to have as you're sitting at your computer, and trying not to look at the latest funniest YouTube video, because that's just going to distract you. And you know how distracting that can be, Jake?
Yeah, no, that's it. That's it. I mean, even Facebook, you know, it's in front of you every day now. You know, social media is there. Excuse me. There's viral videos, you know, that pop up. Yeah, they're funny, but you need to do them in the right time. And you saying with confidence, Dave. I mean, I've got a story about that. You know, a couple of weeks ago, the mother-in-law had a 50th party. Yeah, and everybody didn't want to do a speech at all. You know, I'm talking like 100 guests here, 120, something like that. And there's this little old me, just, you know, because I've been listening to audios every single day, regardless. And there's just little old me, yeah, come on, and I'll do a speech. I would have never, ever, in a million years, got up there. Okay, but through the power of audio, literally shifting my mindset to think, okay, I've got a dream. I'm going to fulfill that dream, no matter whatever I do. Okay, look, guys, even people on my team, you know, whoever is coming into iPass, if you're not, you know, if you feel uncomfortable doing something, okay, it is not right. I mean, it is right for your business. Okay, let's get that right. Yeah, that's right. If it feels uncomfortable for you to do, okay, it's a good thing. All right, it's a good thing for your business. If it's the other way round, okay, it's no good. You know, if you're doing things daily that's comfortable for you, you know, you're plodding on, you go in with the grain of the field, things like that, you know, then that's just you.
Give us stuff, for instance, of something being uncomfortable.
Well, making your first YouTube video. There you go. You know, you could make your first YouTube video, and you could be this, that. What was we talking about? Yeah. Go ahead, click the link below. You know, yeah. You know, that's it. You know, you're going to be uncomfortable because everybody is. The first probably 5-10 videos, yeah, you're going to think they're rubbish. You know, as long as it's got product A, product B, and your solution, okay, get that video out there. Okay, don't worry about it, because what you're going to be doing, you're chasing your dream. So you need to get to your dream as quickly as possible that you need to get to, okay? By the time you've done 10 videos, that uncomfortableness would have gone. Trust me, okay? You whiz through. You know, another example, what would that be? Feeling uncomfortable. God, there's so many.
I mean, there was a situation not long ago we had in our church where we had like a talent evening, and they asked me to be the speaker or the MC of the ceremony, and somebody had alluded that I should do some sort of comedy act, because you know, tell jokes or do something like that. And actually, it actually has been a thing of mine where I've actually thought to myself, what if I did stand-up comedy? Could I actually do it? And I remember the whole week being so nervous about this whole thing, about the fact that could I actually, because I said to everybody that I might do it, I might not do it, I'll see how it goes, because I do impersonations and of certain people. And we had like 15 minutes. We finished 15 minutes too early. And there was a moment where there was nothing else to do. There was kind of like this awkward silence. And everything I built up after this whole week, it kind of built up something where I had seen what I could have done, because I'd run through every scenario of every funny story that I could think of. And for 15 minutes, Jake, I kid you not, it's the first time I've ever done something like that in my life. For 15 minutes, I had them eating out of the palm of my hand. I had people laughing so hard. It was a great feeling, and it was purely because that whole week I had been constantly hearing stuff about, I've been watching funny material and doing all sorts of stuff until that moment where I had that time. And I guess the whole moral of the story is to just immerse yourself and to surround yourself with success. They often say that if you want to be successful, you get people that complain a lot, and the people that they lose their job because they, oh, I lost my job and it's so unfair. And what do? They go hang around people who are unemployed. What is that going to do for you? Because you're just going to be feeding this anger and this bitterness. But if you take the same result, the same thing of being leaving your job and hang around people who are successful, then you're going to have a completely different attitude. And that's what I've done. Because when I first got started, I surrounded myself with training. Ryan was is my mentor, but he was my main mentor at the time, and I was kind of surrounding myself with him. So I was listening to his success patterns. He would say he'd just been listening to an audio, and he had tremendous results. And after a while, you just think, it's got to work. And there is something about writing down your goals. There is something about planning something. And I'm not a person who takes notes at all. But over the last couple of weeks, I've actually begun to do that, because as a result of me doing that sort of thing, I am seeing results in my business, and it's growing tremendously. But I think we're going to wrap it up now. I think we've been at it for about nearly an hour.
Add one thing, Dave.
Jack,
yeah?
Yeah, sure.
I just want to add to everyone that, starting internet marketing, you're going to get heckled, you're going to get taken the fun out of, things like that by people as well, okay? I'm still getting it now, even though I'm producing results and they will turn around, even family. You'll have family going, what are you doing that for? Why are you doing that, Trust me, honestly, remember this thing. Out of anything tonight, remember this thing that I'm giving you, okay? Take your dream, and trust me, you have got a dream. My wife said she didn't even have a dream. She wants a bigger house. She's got a dream, okay? Keep your dream, okay? Don't let anybody touch that dream. That is your dream. You can make that dream happen, okay? But like I said, whoever tries to heckle you, whoever tries to beat you down about you trying to live your dream, okay? Just remember that naked guy in the nut house, okay? Just remember him, all right? And just focus, take action, and focus, guys. All right? That's it, Dave. I just wanted to add it. But yeah, massive thank you for having me on here tonight. I really appreciate it. So yeah,
you were tremendous. You were tremendous. Thank you so much for that. I learned tons from you tonight. And I'm going to work on my why. I'm going to work on my why, make it bigger and stronger. And despite anything that comes my way, you're just going to keep on keeping on. Don't give up, and just persist, guys. And if you don't know where the Facebook group is, the 24-Hour Marketing Mastermind group, you can send me an email, or I'll put it in the actual comments section where the Facebook group is. You can go there. You can be a part of it. You can see how people are producing results, and they are producing results. Okay, there are people that are succeeding very well, and even new people. All right, they are just making it happen. So until then, I'll see you again next week, and thank you so much, Jake.
No worries. Take care.